Tonight on KQ2 News at 6, MoDOT gets ready for the winter road season ahead. But they're raising concerns there might not be enough employees to plow the streets. Plus, CDC advisors recommending the authorization of both Moderna and Johnson & Johnson booster shots. And visitors from southeastern Africa taking in St. Joseph. Coming up, why they're here and what they're doing.
From your local news leader, this is KQ2 News at 6.
Chilly temperatures could be a sign that winter-like weather isn't too far away. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Alan Van Zant. MoDOT preparing for the season ahead with its annual winter operations drill this morning. But officials worry there might not be enough truck drivers to go around this year. KQ2's Kylie Thomas on how that could impact you on the roads this winter.
No snow on the ground yet, but the big yellow trucks back out on the roads Thursday, practicing for Northwest Missouri's infamous winter weather.
Kind of trained back into the winter operations.
So in preparation for our first winter blast, MoDOT crews are running their annual winter operations drill, giving crews time to get used to the 12-hour shift before the white stuff starts to stick.
Our field crews get out there in the trucks and start driving those, get familiar with the routes they're going to be on, get familiar with the trucks, get familiar with the plows.
But MoDOT warns drivers roads might not be plowed as quickly this season, as they too are short-staffed from the nationwide labor shortage.
Obviously, if you don't have the people, then it's going to affect how the level of service is, right? If we have situations where that snow event lasts for more than 12 hours, we're going to struggle to try and keep people in the trucks.
MoDOT officials say over the past 6 months, they've lost 70 employees each month.
Against our best efforts, we've been trying all summer to try and get those positions filled and hired, but we're still struggling with it. On a statewide level, that's significant. And so we're several hundred people down at this time, which is not the place we want to be.
MoDOT hoping to fill the empty seats so drivers don't have to take the brunt of the vacancies this winter. Reporting in St. Joseph, Kylie Thomas, KQ2 News.
If you're interested about learning about the open jobs at MoDOT, you can go to this story on our website at kq2.com. No snow, but a freeze advisory, at least not too far away from us, Mike, tonight.
Alan, just to the north of us, we do have a frost advisory that's in effect for portions of northwest Missouri and some of northeast Kansas, as temperatures are expected to get down into the mid-30s. All right, we'll show you what's going on right now, and nice sunset out there. The skies are clearing out. We're going to continue to see those temperatures drop. The winds will start to calm down just a little bit as well. And as we look at the temperature, it's 55 for the temperature right now, dew point of 39, humidity is at 55%. A north wind at 7, we'll continue to see that tend to die down a little bit. All right, there's the big area with the frost and the freeze advisories. Those are up towards Omaha and Des Moines. But again, that frost advisory just to the north of us from 1 a.m. until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Talk more about the rain chances moving in for the weekend in just a few minutes. Alan?
Thanks, Mike. The FBI confirming today that skeletal remains found yesterday at a Florida nature reserve are those of Brian Laundrie. FBI said dental records confirmed the identification. Search for Laundrie stretched over a month as authorities tried to piece together what happened between him and Gabby Petito during their road trip through the western U.S. this summer. Laundrie disappeared a few days before authorities in Wyoming found Petito's remains. Her death ruled a homicide by manual strangulation. Laundrie returned by himself to his parents' home in Florida and then refused to talk with investigators before he disappeared on September 13th. Laundrie's cause of death has not yet been determined. Turning now to the coronavirus pandemic, the St. Joseph Health Department reporting one new COVID-19 death in Buchanan County. She was a woman in her 50s, and that death brings the county death toll now to 222. Health Department reporting 40 new COVID cases since Monday. The positivity rate still above 5% at 5.42. Some good news, though, is hospitalizations continuing their decline. Mosaic Life Care reporting 10 COVID inpatients today, 9 in St. Joseph and 1 in Maryville. Statewide, 6 of the monoclonal antibody therapy sites are in the process of closing down. Thousands of people have been treated with the antibody therapies, possibly people from hospitals and likely saving lives. Right now, half the 13 sites are in the state are transitioning out of the business, but the other half are run privately by hospitals or healthcare providers and are working on a different timeline. In Northwest Missouri, the clinics in our area private. The Clinton County Health Department says their plan for the Cameron Clinic is to continue for a bit longer, as they're still seeing 30 patients a week.
They haven't seen any real drop off, and still seeing a lot of patients to our east that are being referred over, and so definitely still being utilized pretty significantly.
Schock says the average price of therapy is about $1,800 a patient and is funded right now through federal emergency reimbursement. On the state side, Missouri had budgeted to spend $22 million at those clinics. Vaccine advisors to the CDC recommending booster doses of both Moderna and Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccines. It'll now be up to the CDC's director to accept or modify that committee's recommendation. CDC will also issue detailed clinical guidance spelling out what people should consider in seeking out and getting booster shots. This will include whether people may mix and match vaccines. Today's vote coming after the FDA gave emergency use authorization yesterday for booster doses of both Moderna and Johnson & Johnson. FDA also authorizing a mix and match approach, saying people could get any vaccine as a booster, regardless of which vaccine they initially received. Expanding global connections, the focus of some tourists from Africa visiting St. Joseph today. We joined them for a tour of our town, which started this morning in a place you might not expect. Here's KQ2's Ron Johnson with more.
When you think of St. Joseph's biggest tourist attractions, a corn production plant probably doesn't come to mind right away. But that's exactly how a group of tourists from Africa spent part of their Thursday in St. Joseph.
Coming here has been quite an eye-opener for us.
At Lifeline Foods, the group discovering the many uses of corn.
We went to Lifeline Foods and saw how corn is processed into different byproducts. It was amazing.
Any questions here?
The group is here thanks to an exchange program through Rotary International. Their goal is to learn everything they can from other parts of the world and apply useful ideas back home.
It's quite amazing, and we feel that this technology would be a game changer if it were to be exported to Southern Africa.
Touring the large corn production plant was only part of their morning, though. The group is taking time to see all of what St. Joe has to offer.
The experience so far has been very wonderful, very enlightening. We're learning a lot about the rich history that our colleagues here have and how that history has been preserved.
It's been really nice. We've been to a couple of places around St. Joseph, and we also got to walk downtown, see the artwork. That was very nice. Right now we're at the mayor's office, which is an extreme privilege.
These tourists are taking it all in, hoping to bring a piece of St. Joe back with them to Africa.
So it's quite nice to see how the things work on this side and what we could do better where we're from. I like the spirit. We would call it a vibe that we've seen here, and I would like to take that back with me.
Ron Johnson, KQ2 News.
The Rotarians will be traveling throughout northern Missouri for about a month. AFL-CIO Community Services gearing up for their annual Adopt a Family Christmas program. Adopt a Family helping families in need of financial assistance during the holiday season, matching them with people and organizations who are willing to help. Program allowing everyone to enjoy the holiday season, helping close to 750 families get adopted last year. Application process will run from November 1st through December 1st.
And the things they ask for are just really basic necessities. And so, when these people come to us asking for this, they aren't asking for the world. They're asking for someone to show them some kindness. And so I think it's really important that we can still open our hearts and do things for people who need it.
Applications for Adopt a Family this year are available for pickup, or you can print them through the agency's website, which is helpmenow.org. It will require a $2 processing fee. When we come back, an area farm providing a home to animals not typically found in Missouri. After the break, to Savannah and checking out the Tortoise Run Farm.
And we do have a cold night in store for tonight and rain over the weekend. We'll get you that information coming up. But first, here's today's Almanac. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Local Farm is home to a sanctuary for tortoises and box turtles. KQ2's Jade Steffens with more.
I am here at the Tortoise Run Farm. I'm with Sushi. She is 9 years old and she is a sulcata tortoise. Tortoise Run Farm, located near Savannah, Missouri, is a nonprofit that takes in turtles and tortoises like Sushi, caring for them and giving them a home.
So in 2019, we decided to create the rescue, Tortoise Run Farm, and we take in tortoises that can no longer stay with their owners.
It all started with one tortoise, which led to more.
It got started with one tortoise who came in from a friend of mine, and after that it just kind of snowballed and more tortoises were coming in. Once word got out we had them. We currently have about 15 tortoises and turtles.
These animals are not native to Missouri and require a lot of specific individual care.
Pretty strict about vetting potential adopters. We want to make sure that these guys are going to proper homes and that people realize the long-term commitment of these guys.
These reptiles are available for adoption. However, it is a selective process.
Each tortoise has its own set of specific needs. They come from all different regions across the world, so it requires a lot of research to figure out what their natural diets would be, what their natural lighting and heating requirements would be.
Providing all of the supplies needed also requires some financial support.
But like any rescue, we definitely need the funding to help us not only care for the animals that are in our facility right now, but to be able to acquire more that are in need of care.
The nonprofit is currently holding a Gofundme fundraiser in order to continue caring for these creatures.
Love taking them in and then finding them a permanent home, a happy home that they can stay in hopefully forever.
Sushi, what do you have to say about that? Reporting in St. Joseph, Jade Steffens, KQ2 News.
If you'd like to donate to the GoFundMe account for the Tortoise Run Farm, you can follow the link attached to this story on our website or visit the Tortoise Run Farm's Facebook page.